You gotta love a camouflage retainer.
By far, the easiest way to make a camouflage retainer is with a biostar or a mini star. But in this video, I'm going to teach you how to make a camouflage retainer without one. And you don't have these awesome discs. Obviously, this is going to be the best camouflage retainer you could probably ever come up with. The pattern's gorgeous. It's completely camouflage. You're not going to beat it. If you don't, let me teach you how to make this. One thing I did, I ran up to Home Depot and got a color match so I can try to make these colors and find out exactly what color is in them. And you can see the little demo up in the corner. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make this color right here, this oddball color. This one's the hardest to make. The very first color is a base color. It's going to be pure white. And then I'm going to go ahead and add a couple of orange drops of monomer, colored monomer. Go ahead and mix this. Next color I'm going to add is blue. Not too much, you just want to see what happens. A couple drops of blue. Mix it in really good and you're going to get this cream color. And then what I like to do is add a little bit of yellow. And that's going to make it a little bit softer. And you'll see when it hardens. So you can take this color and displace it and then freeze it. Which, where's my freezer? Now with the camouflage pattern, it doesn't really matter what it looks like because it's going to be camouflage. So you want it to be actually make no sense, like towards the pattern. You're going to freeze this. Probably should have made a little bit more, but that's alright because we have plenty of other colors. You can see I made like test patterns to start to make the camouflage. And you always, I test all kinds of different colors. And the one thing that truly makes a camouflage retainer is the browns. In the pattern, the Biostar pattern, they use a very rich, a reddish brown. You can see how many different shades of brown that you can make. You do a baseline of orange. You're going to use a lot of orange because it's like an orangish red. And then we're going to slowly add drops of blue to create brown. And then we're going to use clear powder. I'm going to mix it really good. And you got this chocolatey, like this kind of weird brown. But I want it to be a redder brown. So in order to do that, you add red to it. Drops of red to create a richer brown. You can see the color changing. Now get to be a little bit more. And if you want it to be browner, add a little blue, drops of blue. And you'll see that it darkens it. And then if you want the color to change, you want it to be more reddish, which I really like the red. You can see the red mixing and creating this brownish red. And then the next step, Put a little more in it. The reds actually come out really nice. I'm going to show you what that looks like. So you're matching this color. So this color right now is going to be translucent. In order to make it not translucent, you're going to add a touch of white. And you can see that that's going to soften up the color a little bit, but it's not going to make it as translucent. So this is a little richer shade of brown that's going to go in my camo. I actually want it to be a little bit redder. Darker, I meant. And I'm going to make this, I just want it to be a little bit thicker. So I added clear polymer. Now I go back and I run this alongside of that other color that I made. And again, we're going to freeze this as it's slumping. And this is something that I like to do when I'm making a camo. So you have a shade of brown. Watch this. I have my leftover. I'm going to make a different shade of brown. So there's even more shades of brown. Make it a little darker. So this is going to be a really rich brown in the middle of it. And even though it's slumping, it's okay because it's all going to come out good at the end. And the more shades of brown that you have in a camouflage retainer, the cooler it looks. Just from the experience of making this type of appliance, this retainer color, the browns always stick out. So as you see, I'm putting the brown like over the light brown and letting them bleed into each other. And since I have so much of this, I really want it to stick out. Because the next colors are easy. I use a pre-made, this black color. And I'm just going to form spots and go along the color. This is going to be with clear. You just want to build it up. And then begin to freeze this a little bit. Add a little bit of monomer. But you don't want it to droop, you just want it to stay. And freeze your pattern. And then the next color is you're going to add a green. And green's fine because you're just going to fill in everywhere that there wasn't a green pattern. you'll see when I trim the retainer, it doesn't really matter because it'll all just blend in. And then I freeze everything. Then you're going to put it in the pressure pot for 22 pounds for about 10 minutes. Red and green make brown, and so does purple and yellow.